So welcome back to Master Python for Data Science and Machine Learning, and we will be covering for loop exercise in this video. This is the 29th video, and in this video we will be covering what we can do with all the knowledge that we have gained up to this point, the range function, the for loop function, and how we can use it for the actual problem. So we have created a problem, and we will be solving this problem in this video. Let us start with the video. Hello, Sautrupati Tripathi again, and in this video, what we are going to do, we are going to cover a question. In this question, we are taking some inputs from the user. So as you can see in the question, that we are taking input from the user, 10 inputs from the user, and saving it in a list. So we have to say, take 10 inputs. We have to save this input in a list. And what we need to do when we print this input, we have to print it sequence wise. So first input was this, second input was this. This is the sequence that we have to mind in the question. So how we will do this? We will solve it. I will request you to just pause it and try it yourself. After you have done something, you have written your own script, come back and continue this video and see and compare your output. So let us start with the video. So basically, you need to break the code again, guys. Every time tell you that you have a question, you always need to break it. We need to take 10 inputs. That's first thing. Okay. For 10 inputs, what we need to do? We need to create a for loop, obviously, and we will create a for loop and in range, say 10. Okay, usually this is what we do, but as we already see that we need to take it we have to print the input output as 1 to 10. We will also do some modification later, but right now we are taking 10 as an input in range function, and I'm saying for I in range 10. Okay, and then I will simply print. Okay, or what I can also do, I can directly use input here, take a variable and say input. Okay, and take the enter the value. Now it is not mentioned in the question what kind of input we need to take. So say we will take some characters or ABC or something like that. Any input can be useful right now. So I will take the input like this. Okay, I'm not changing the type of the input as I'm not sure what kind of input we're going to take. So if we are going to take the string only or name only, a string will do fine. If we are taking a number, we have to change the input type. I have already told you how to change the input type in the last exercise. So I hope that part is also clear. So what we're going to do now, we are simply going to take the input. Obviously, now we have to save this input in somewhere. So say we will create a list ls, and in ls we will append the value, that is var. Okay. Now if we are appending the value in var, what we need to do, we have to create a ls first. So ls will be an empty list. Now we have ls and we are going to take an empty list which will take the input of this. Now we will save all the 10 values inside our ls. So this should work perfectly fine. Let me delete this. Now what we will do, as we have taken the 10 inputs, we have in the second for loop, we need to print the values as per the requirement. Let us take the input first and create the ls value, and we will also print the ls at the end. So let us also print the ls. Okay. So let us run the for loop first. So as you can see, let me close it by. As you can see, I will give the input. So I'm giving simple input right now. Say ABC initially. Say ABC2, ABC3, ABC4, ABC5, ABC6, ABC7, ABC8, ABC9, and ABC10. And these are our input. Okay. So as you can see, we have taken the input. We will print the ls now. As you can see, we have a list which has these element. Okay, we have these kind of element. Now what we need to do next is we need to take a for loop and we have to print the line. Okay, we'll write a for loop for I in ls. Okay, And now what we can do, we will print the value. So we will simply write print. Now we want to print the value. So what we do, we take I. In I we have the value. Again, we also need to print the number. Okay. So what we can do, we can use two or three tricks here. We can use range function and we can write the number by that, or we can simply take a counter. So simply take a counter. Say co. Simply C is my counter. I'm taking it from 0. Okay. I will first increase the value of a counter every single time. Okay. Then I will use the counter too. So C and say, let us make it differently. I will simply use line here. Your first input is not even this. Your input number and simply add this string here. Let me add the string here, making a comma, and I will simply write C here. As you can see, I've done several things editing here. The thing is, when writing an output, you need to make a line sound very cleanly, and the line should look good. That's why I've done editing so many times. You can also use format too for such conditions. Okay, for input number, whatever number you are giving, and then you will print the value. So again, guys, if you want to print the value, I need to make it look good. I will write number. This is, and put a comma here. Let's run this. As you can see in the output, I'm getting your input number 1 is ABC, 2 is ABC2, and 3 and 4, and so on. Till 10, we are getting this kind of value. As you have seen, while writing the print statement, I have to edit so many times. The reason is, at the output, it should look decent and good, and you cannot just write anything. It is not a good practice. So, whenever you are trying to write something in your print statement, please make it as beautiful and as decent as possible. It will make a good impression on anyone. So that's why I've done some editing. I'm not going to delete any editing part. That is something that you should understand, that no code is perfect. So you need to do some R&D. You have to do some exercise, and then you reach to a result. And that is how you do a question. So that is all for this video, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you.